I just had wanted to talk to you guys just for a little bit, because I haven't even been on live and I know that I gotta start doing that. But the stuff that I'm gonna talk about, it might be just a little bit like trigger warning, you get what I'm saying? Because I've been heavily thinking about certain things that's going on in my life. And it's like one of those feelings where you can't just let go. You can't just like, oh, well, that was just a feeling and that was just a thought. So the heck with it. I can't just keep on being that way. It's like, it bothers me. It's this like thought that continuously keeps on occurring. It's just a repetitious state and it's embodied inside of me. And it's like on the surface, I'm like, yeah. But underneath the surface, I'm like, oh, it's like, I didn't deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm speaking from the heart now, okay, y'all? So give me a moment. This video is for the ones that wear their heart on their sleeves. The ones that, even though we wearing our heart on our sleeves, we are the strongest because God makes no mistakes in what he does. He gives his battles to the strongest warriors, baby. It's just that when you love so hard and when you're genuine and you really care because you're vulnerable and you're open and you have all this reciprocity that you want to give and pour into somebody, and yet you get the short end of the stick. Do you notice that even when you go through certain situations, as uncomfortable it is, that you're still that beautiful, genuine person, just open and vulnerable and receptive and ready, having so much love to give, but stemming from your past, there was no respect, no identity, like it was just brushed off, and you was looking like the bad person or the oddball or the, what they call that, the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing something. Lyrics gonna tell you, like, you would never think that I came from like a damaged situation, right? And it's like, I think about it all the time, like, wait a minute, it started out from when I was a baby. I was born with 3 kidneys and it was leaking. And so my mother had a very difficult decision to make. And, because of religious beliefs, and it was very strict. In fact, she had to follow suit. And so she had to make a decision. Is she going to allow the blood transfusion, or is she going to have to allow me to expire? In which she's integrate. So she decided that I would have to expire because they wasn't doing anything to make sure and see to it that they can kind of like offer other arenas or other things that could be done in regards to saving my life. So my mother followed protocol, and so I was expired for at least an hour. My heart, my brain, everything stopped. And then I became who I am today. The healer, the intuitive, the medium. And so I would never change that for anything. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that it allowed me to take in whatever it is that felt like a weakness, felt a little, traumatic and insensitive, and it allowed me to gain something out of that, and it strengthened me up and allowed me to see who I truly am. And so I've been having visions and even dreams, that speak on that day, like seeing me in a dream as a baby on that bed, expired. That disturbs me a bit, but I did see. And I also was able to feel the pain coming from my mom and the decision she had to make. And when you're like a teenager or a young adult, you're like, what the hell was wrong with her? How could you even do something like that, bro? But now that I'm older and I have children of my own, I get it. Because, and I thank God that I was able to see that, that I was able to kind of experience it lucidly in a dream, because that allowed me to be able to harness the pain that I felt and the anger from my mother doing that to me. And it was really hard for her. But I love my mom. And I know now why she had to. What I do know is that she was just a part of my timeline, or the transitioning to who I am and what I am to become. And so things had to happen that way, because my physical self went up that day. And my ethereal, tenuous, beautiful, heavenly, divine self came here. And that's who I am. Because I did expire that day. I went up. And it's like a destiny swap. We traded like positions and places, or placements, you know? And now I'm just evolving, just, you know, blossoming, trying to figure out life and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like sometimes the healer needs the healing. Sometimes the healer don't always have the questions. But what I will tell you, baby, I'm human just like everybody else. There is no, you know what I'm saying, me feeling like I'm bigged up and better than you, or anything for that matter. A lot of us have the abilities, the golden gifts, the divine essence of God and his grace. A lot of us have the powers that be within us, and we just need to find it. So I'm speaking to my day ones. I'm speaking to my black sheep and my eyeballs. I'm speaking to the ones that never was seen or felt heard. I'm speaking to the ones that cried tears of crimson pain and kind of develop a relationship with their pillow and blanket, and, you know, try to find other ways to be replenished. I'm speaking to my poets, my musicians, my artists, my magicians. I'm speaking to my healers, my starseeds. I'm speaking to my mediums, my clairs. I'm speaking to the essence of all things, of what you are and what it means to be who you are meant to become. I'm speaking to the moms and the pops. I'm speaking to the kids, you know what I'm saying, and the cousins. I'm speaking to the nations, to the world. I'm speaking to you, the boy and girl. Like, look it. It don't gotta be that painful. I don't have a relationship with my father. Matter of fact, he said I was dead to him, because I found out that during the time that I was expired for that 1 hour, my father, he did something so trigger warning to my sister, and I blame him because I don't have that closeness with my sister. You feel what I'm saying? He came to the hospital and he said, why don't we give her artificial insemination? And so because of that, that saved my life, honestly. That was an option. And it makes me feel messed up that he was the essence of saving me. I'm still very upset about everything. And I beat myself up a lot about things. I just want you guys to know, man, if you feel like this, because this shit right here is real, and it could eat at you, no, you're not alone. And you know, you became who you have become, or you became who you are becoming, because it's something deeper than what you even know, unbeknownst. It's something that God sees in you, and you may feel like I wasn't signed up for this, or I didn't sign up for it, but guess what? He signed you up. So I just say this to say, I love you, man. And no matter what you go through, you're going to get through, because you're victorious. So don't even worry about the naysayers. I messed up. And like those common denominators. And I'm not gonna, you know, edit this or anything. Look, I flop, I fluff, I bloop, I blop. It don't matter. Shit. I'm imperfect. And that's what I'm trying to say. Be your true, authentic self. And love on you first. I love you. Te amo mucho. Mi corazones, my lovers.